What is going on, guys? MJ2005 Gundam here, and today I'm going to be unboxing this thing right here. This is the 1:144 scale high-grade Gundam Marchosias. And I have to say, this thing is definitely looking like a beast. Now let's take a look at the box art. The sky is dark from probably dust from the battle, and of course we do have the sparks over here, which is pretty damn nice. It is a little bit like anticlimactic compared to some of the other Iron-Blooded Orphans box arts, but I have to say, there is really no short of work put into this box art. This box art looks beautiful in my opinion. The Barbarous Lupus Rex is back over here for the mascot, and yep, no pilot head and English logo, which is basically what all of the Iron-Blooded Orphans kits use when they're reissued by Bandai Spirit. So yep, all of the Iron-Blooded Orphans kits do have the English logo now, so that is quite a bit of a change, and I'm not really too used to that. But if they are going to be releasing like future Iron-Blooded Orphans kits, I think the English logo will be used instead of the Japanese one, so it's pretty nice of a change. Now here we have the Marchosias on the side of the box. Now you can see right here, this thing is definitely looking like a freaking beast because of all of the subarms that are deployed, and of course it is using the bastard mace, so yeah, looking pretty nice. And right over here we have all of the subarms and the blurbs, so let's let the camera focus on that. Yep, there we go. There we go. The completed product has been painted and actually be survived so separately. Looking at the sword, it's definitely looking nice when it's all painted up. And then of course we do have the shield right there, and then the claws on the forearms. And of course, what you do not expect, you have railguns on the side skirts. Albeit it's not really handheld railguns or something that you can fold out, but it's kind of like the Gundam Bale, which is railguns integrated into some part of its body. So it's definitely nice. Now here we have the front and back view of the Gundam Marchosias, and here we have this a blurb for the bastard mace being stored on the back. If you could focus right here, mountable part on the body. Here we have the front and back line art of it, and of course over here we have a bit of lore of the Gundam Marchosias, which is basically talking about how the Gundam Marchosias is not one of the documented 26 Gundam frames that are known to have survived the Calamity War. So this thing is basically the 27th Gundam frame to be known to anybody that has survived the Calamity War. So with this in mind, who knows how many of these undocumented cases are out there in a post-disaster timeline? Who knows, maybe all 72 of the Gundam frames have survived the Calamity War. Only 26 have known to be documented and have lasted the Calamity War. So with this opening up a future avenue of the Gundam frames, who knows what we would see from the Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans universe. Now let's take a quick peek under the box cover. Now here we of course first of all have the A plate, which is Gundam frame number 4. We have all seen this, we've all known about it. Nothing really too special, nothing really too new. And then next up, here we have two B1 plates right here. I'm gonna put one off to the side. And then, yep, it's basically just for one of the giant wings, and then the legs, shoulders, basically the white armor, which is in a purplish white. Which, by the way, is what the tertium should be in. Not a freaking pure white. And then here we have the B2 and B3 plate right here. More of that lovely purplish white. Although it does look a little bit too purple in some shades of light. Looking pretty nice right there. And then here we have the C1 and the C2 plate right here. So the C2 plate is a replica of that part. Moving it off. Move everything off. So here we have the multicolored plate looking pretty nice. We do have the gigantic sheath over here to form the bastard base. You have the blades right here, and then you have the two yellow pieces over here. Looking pretty good, if I may say so myself. And then you do have the polycaps right here. The polycaps, you do have the arm extender polycaps over here. I do not know if the Marchosias will use this, because these polycaps are usually used for the arm extensions for other kits, or just for the arms in general. So if these act as arm extensions, I would not mind. And then of course we do have the dreaded sticker sheet right here. So basically all the red that is missing that is on the body will be covered by stickers. I've read through the instruction manual multiple times, so I know what the hell I'm doing. Now unfortunately that does mean that the blades, the red on the blades, will not be covered with stickers. I initially thought that they would have kind of like an extra section kind of up here to just give us all triangles so as to cover up the red parts that should be on the blades, but no, they did not do that. So unfortunately you will have to paint in this brownish red by yourself. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but at the same time, yeah, many people expected these to be like all for the red parts, but that does mean you will have to still paint in all of the yellow details that are missing on the body, because I analyzed this thing multiple times. You need to have your yellow Gundam marker handy. Now here we have the instruction manual looking pretty nice, and then of course here we have a blurb about the Gundam Marchosias. Struggling to focus. Now you can pause it and read it if you want to, because the lore of the Gundam Marchosias is really interesting to say the least. And then of course here and towards the back we have some action poses and the blurbs about all the weapons, and of course more on the Gundam frame, which is what we all know already, because yeah, it's just basically talking about how 26 Gundam frames are documented to have survived the war. That's it. And of course we do have the color count in the lineup over here. We have the original Barbatos, which came out like, oh well, 4 to 5 years ago now. So yeah, it is definitely an old kit. Now Iron Blooded Orphans is definitely starting to show its age. So here we have the warnings, what not to do, parts count for Japanese only order sheet, and the QR code right here. And then we have no build assembly order because it is not a build divers kit. And then we have the key right on the top. And of course we start with the body and the head and the arms folded out, and then we will have the second arm, and then the start of the feet, and then the legs, and then the waist, which uses a custom frame piece right here, which has 2 gigantic balls on the side to fit the side skirts in. Now, I don't think it's going to be customizable with anything other than the Kimber's Trooper, I guess, because the Kimber's Trooper does have 2 gigantic ball joints on the side to allow the side skirts to connect on, which are sub-arms as well, don't forget about that. And then of course we do have the backpack, the wings, and then of course here we have the blades. So that's going to be the unboxing of the Gundam Marchosias. I have to say, this thing I'm definitely interested in, but I will put in all of the extra work to make this thing look like presentable. So I'm definitely going to be taking a little bit more time to perfect the look of the Marchosias, which is basically painting in all the yellow details and panel lining this thing. So definitely look forward to the final presentation. I of course will be giving you guys a spin around for the unpainted view, just so you guys can get an idea of how much you need to paint. This is gonna round it up for the unboxing. I have to say I'm excited for the finished product of this thing, and also the stream that is gonna be coming up. I'm excited for the build, I'm excited for the stream, I'm excited to film the review of this kit. So that's it for me. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the stream, and if not, in the review. Peace.